Yo, what's up everybody? It's Snowy Paws here, and today we are going to be looking at a battle on Pokemon Smogon or Pokemon Showdown that I had that just basically just killed my soul. Now, it is pretty broken, the strategy that was used against me, and I managed to pull out a win by some miracle, but this is a pretty broken strategy. So if you don't notice the signs right away, you're either gonna lose, like just straight up lose, or if you notice the signs, then you could win. I didn't notice the signs because I didn't know the strategy before. I had many easy ways to actually win this because I had my Excadrill that is Mold Breaker. We'll get into that later. But basically, this strategy is to use Mega Audino or like any other tanky character that can use Entertainment and switch around Wonder Guard onto a Fire type Pokemon that can learn a Burn Up. The reason for this is because Burn Up makes you typeless, and since Wonder Guard makes it so that you can only deal damage from super effective moves, being typeless means that you can't take any damage from attacks. So the only way after that is to Toxic it and hope it goes down eventually. But then that's why on the screen you can see that the Arcanine has a substitute up, so I can't even go for a Toxic and kill him. It doesn't really matter because the Excadrill that I had that I was using for Toxic was dead. It also had Mold Breaker, which is the other way that you could win. Mold Breaker ignores abilities, so basically you could just go ahead and use Mold Breaker and beat Wonder Guard. But the thing is, once again, Entertainment can switch off that Mold Breaker. So you'll either have to have 2 Mold Breakers on the field at once, and even so you would have to one-shot the Fire Pokemon. So that's not really a reliable way to win. But I mean, that's pretty much the only way to win. Right now I actually tried to switch into Ditto and transform into the typeless Doggy or Arcanine, but he had the substitute up, so I couldn't really do that. The way I actually won this is really funny, because he's like, I am invincible, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill you by running you out of PP. I said that as a joke, but then turns out that his only damaging move on his Arcanine was Close Combat, so I wiped the rest of his team, and he ran out of PP for Close Combat, and I basically won because he struggled and died. And this battle literally took over an hour because this guy was stalling out turns till the last second because he was so triggered at me because he never lost with this before. And also if you even manage to get a Toxic onto the Arcanine, you'll have the Mega Audino or anything else like Heal Bell from the Comfey that you saw earlier. And then you'd also have the Lucario's Heal Pulse that could just heal it back up. But basically, I just got really lucky because this guy didn't notice that he could lose by losing PP. But he notices later and he's like, oh crap. See, look, it says no. So basically, at that time I didn't really know because I wasn't counting PP or whatever why he was saying no. So I was just like, oh, I guess I won. I guess maybe he thinks my Greninja has Mold Breaker or something, which I don't even think Greninja can have, so I was confused, but it's look, yeah, PP. I just asked him and stuff, I think, right? No. Anyway, I suggested that he put Tackle on his Arcanine just to be a jerk. But also, if he's running this set, then you could just send out a Ghost Pokemon, and his Close Combat won't do anything. And basically he'd run out of PP too. But whatever. Anyway, we're actually going to go over ways to use the strategy differently. I believe Charizard can use Burn Up, so you could switch it around and put Wonder Guard on Charizard, which is helpful because then Charizard can't be affected right away by ground, so you can't one-shot it before it gets up the substitute and the typeless, because usually you want to use Magic Room or Trick Room to get the Entertainment quicker. So that means Charizard will usually go last. And since his only weakness is Rock, I believe, I mean Lightning too, But like, he has less weaknesses than Arcanine, so it's better to like survive that one turn before you use Burn Up, and then you have to put the substitute. And make sure you always have something with Heal Bell or whatever, or Cleanse. I don't even know if that's a move, or whatever that makes the status conditions go away. Because the worst thing that you want is, or the worst thing that can happen actually, is that you get toxic and you slowly die. But once you get the setup with Substitute in front, and then just a little bit of HP, and then you have the typeless Wonder Guard, then your Substitute can't be touched, so you can't even break the Substitute to get the Toxic in, so there's no way to win after that except running them out of PP. And to be completely honest, like, that's not gonna happen more than once, like, if you face them. But basically the only way to win is to use Mold Breaker. Basically that's it. A few good options. Excadrill, obviously the one that I use. There's Toxicroak, I believe has Mold Breaker. Pancham. Not that you'd have a Pancham on your team. And pretty much it. So basically you just need a Mold Breaker. Always carry a Mold Breaker in your team just in case like Wonder Guard or whatever. You have no idea what you'll expect if like some other crazy entertainment strat comes up or whatever, switching like stuff, or like another trace, like traces your Shed Ninja or whatever. You always want to have a Mold Breaker on your team. But I mean, this game took way too long. As you can see, it's already turned 46, and jeez, like this took way over an hour, and he kept begging me to surrender, but I'm like, nah, I'm not getting my rank my rank's not going down because of this cheap strategy. I'm gonna beat you. So I held out until the end just so I could show you this, and thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and of course, if you want to be just a total troll, you could try the strategy out yourself. I don't have the script where you could just post it into Smogon, but I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. The Kabutops is not really needed, but all you need is a Mega Audino, a Shed Ninja with Mega Audino with Entertainment, and some other support moves. Then you want Arcanine, and then you want a Comfey to use Heal Bell and like floral healing, and I guess you could use a Lucario too for Heal Pulse. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single one of my videos. I know this isn't Overwatch and this isn't my normal content, but like seriously, I really had to make a video on this just because of how annoying and how obnoxious the strategy was, and how maybe I'll come out with a video just trolling people with this soon. Anyway, bye guys, it's Snowy Paws here, signing off.